everyone, this is Nishtha and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about CFA L1. किसको करना चाहिए, कैसे करना चाहिए. I have my friend Pratham Puri here. He has cleared CFA L1 in November 2023 attempt with 90 percentile, which is a very big achievement. And he'll be sharing his journey, how he prepared for CFA, what resources did he use. And all of that. So thank you Pratham first of all for coming to the video. Firstly यार, when did you decide that you want to pursue CFA? मतलब अगर आज कोई फर्स्ट ईयर या सेकेंड ईयर में है तो उसको कब से प्लान करना स्टार्ट करना चाहिए? साल में कितने अटेम्प्ट्स होते हैं?
यार आई थिंक यू शुड गिव एट लीस्ट अ ईयर टू योर सेल्फ फर्स्ट ईयर ऑफ द कॉलेज कि तुम देख पाओ कि वॉट योर इंटरेस्ट आर. फिर तुम्हें पता चलता है स्लोली एंड ग्रेजुअली कि इस फील्ड में तुम्हें लायक करता है कि नहीं करता. मेरे केस में क्या था, माई सिस्टर वॉज एक्चुअली अ CFA व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड going into this particular field, so I had an added advantage, but not everyone has this advantage. So what they should actually do is buy CFA books or at least go through the content of what CFA entails. They can go to the CFA website or start reading about what the course is about, and they can simply have an online version or PDF version of the books, and then they can go through the contents of the book. They will get a better idea then that what are actually the contents are they really interested, or whether they are doing it under pressure from someone. So that gives a clear picture to them.
ठीक है, तो कंटेंट्स देख के, करिकुलम देख के डिसाइड कर लिया CFA करना है. अब जैसे अभी अप्रैल है, अभी किसी को करना हो तो कब के लिए प्लान करना चाहिए?
लेवल 1 के 4 अटेम्प्ट्स होते हैं. एक फेब में होता है, एक मई, अगस्त एंड नवंबर. सो इफ़ यू स्टार्ट अराउंड अप्रैल तो एंड इफ़ यू डोंट हैव एनी आइडिया तो बेस्ट अटेम्प्ट वुड बी नवंबर. But if you have an idea and you know that you are too sure that I want to pursue CFA, so you can give the August attempt as well. But it would require some efforts from your part, because not many months are left to that particular attempt, for that particular attempt. But the November attempt would be the best option, because going through the CFA concept and clearing the exam is not the main objective when you are pursuing CFA. It should be that you should actually go on and learn the things and try to grasp the concept in a better manner.
Right. ठीक है, कमिंग ऑन टू प्रेपरेशन, तो डिड यू टेक एनी कोचिंग या CFA का मटेरियल प्रेफर किया? मतलब व्हाट इज़ दैट वन रिसोर्स जिसको रेफर करने से यू कैन बी श्योर कि तुम्हारी प्रेपरेशन अच्छे से हो जाएगी?
Yeah, I didn't take any coaching specifically, but what I did was I collated all the resources. There are many resources that are available on Telegram channels as well. There are specific channels for CFA L1, and the most important resource is the Schweizer books that I referred to. Moving on, there are some resources that are provided by the CFA Institute as well. That are more than adequate, I guess, because they are too difficult as compared to what the actual exam entails. Similarly, it covers all your basic concepts. It challenges you each and every day. There are mocks in the CFA portal. There are questions related to each and every reading. So when you practice those questions, you actually find out those things also which you have missed upon during the videos that you might refer to sometimes, or during the content in the books as well. So it almost covers, but you need to be sure about the contents that you are covering, that whether these are adequate or not, and you will find when you go through the CFA portal, and when you gain that particular confidence that yes, I can go on and clear the exam, I think then the resources are adequate.
ठीक है, तो मतलब Schweizer notes अलग से खरीदने पड़ते हैं प्रेपरेशन के लिए?
Yeah, Schweizer notes तो like basic building blocks है, and then you build upon other sources, like you can take a particular coaching class, we have many teachers, or you can simply go to the CFA portal and attempt those questions. But first you should go through those CFA chapters, readings, and then you should start with anything else.
Got it. ठीक है, coming on to the preparation time, how much time did you devote daily and over how many days या how many months? मतलब तेरे को अपनी preparation में कितना time लगा?
Me personally, मेरे को 2 से 3 महीने लग गए. 2 से 3 महीने you need, because that should be dedicated to a serious prep. If you have many months, so you can actually devote that particular time. You can divide that time, and then तुम intensity बढ़ा सकते हो preparation की. But if you have 2 to 3 months, you should be really focused and have an intense prep regarding what you want to do in those 2 to 3 months. So a plan of action is kind of necessary. That how do you want to spend those 2 to 3 months? But I believe that for at least level 1, 2 to 3 months are adequate. You can kind of go through the content as well and practice the question as well. If you devote these 2 to 3 months, so it requires that you do at least 2 to 3 readings a day, so that you can complete the content in 1.5 months, and you have 1.5 months for revision as well as for the mocks as well.
तो डेली टारगेट मतलब you said 2 to 3 readings, वो कितने टाइम में हो जाती है? 2 घंटे 3 घंटे मिनिमम?
2 to 3 hours, yeah. I actually did my CFA L1 when I was in year 2. So it actually made me easier because I had actually completed certain subjects which I did in CFA as well in my course in BBA-FI. So it was easier for me, but some kids who have not done certain things might require more time. So yeah, there are certain things which are kind of difficult in CFA L1 as well. So these readings specifically require more time. But if I talk about, so a reading might require around an hour or so. So 3 hours is adequate time a day for reading. It includes all the quantitative questions as well, which are included in the reading.
Got it. ठीक है, कमिंग ऑन टू द एक्चुअल एग्जाम फॉर्मेट क्या रहता है, मतलब इट्स ऑल ऑब्जेक्टिव, बट किस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, नेगेटिव मार्किंग क्या रहती है, ड्यूरेशन, सेशंस 2 सेशंस में होता है शायद एग्जाम, एक बार उसके बारे में बता दो थोड़ा.
So what I can tell you is that the exam is held in 2 sessions. The first session includes some part of the exam, and the second session includes the second part of the exam. And the paper is completely objective type. You have MCQ questions that you need to answer. And yeah, there is no negative marking in the exam. Your score doesn't matter as such. But yeah, if you have the required percentile, you will pass the exam. And if you don't have the required percentile, you will fail the exam.
परसेंटाइल कुछ डिसाइडेड होती है किसी रेंज
No,
में?
no.
कुछ डिसाइड इस साल
No.
कितनी थी, मतलब फॉर योर अटेम्प्ट?
I don't know the percentile, but we actually get the passing percentage. So it was around 35% for my level,
Okay.
but it kind of increased for the August attempt that was held, or the Feb attempt. Actually, it increased and it was around 38%.
गॉट इट, मतलब 30, 35,
हाँ,
40
yeah.
इसी रेंज में रहता है. ठीक है, गॉट इट. कमिंग ऑन टू फाइनेंसिंग द होल कॉस्ट ऑफ CFA, ये काफ़ी बड़ा फैक्टर रहता है फॉर मैनी पीपल. सो व्हाट इज़ योर ओपिनियन ऑन द स्कॉलरशिप्स दैट वी हैव फॉर CFA?
I think it's kind of very helpful because the cost reduces drastically when you take the scholarship, when you get the scholarship. And but yeah, the process is kind of rigorous. You need to go through a particular process, and then certain specific students are selected out of the whole cohort. So the probability of selecting is less, but I think that once you have an opportunity, you should go for this particular opportunity. That if you get the scholarship, so it would be beneficial.
राइट. एंड हमारी क्लास में भी वी हैव सीन एग्जाम्पल जिसमें एक्चुअली स्कॉलरशिप मिली है, तो इट इज़ नॉट ऑल दैट बैड एंड ऑल दैट डिफिकल्ट. अगर तुम ट्राई करोगे तो यू कैन सिक्योर scholarship. And I think after scholarship the cost reduces to around 20-30,000,
Yeah.
which is a very drastic reduction
From the
a-
1,30,000 you have to pay
See.
for the first level.
So you're saving around 1 lakh rupees just by like writing 2 or 3 essays and following the procedure. Right. एक question रह गया बीच में, which was future potential benefits of doing CFA L1. मतलब now that you have the certificate with you, क्या potential benefits दिखते हैं, direct, indirect, जैसे भी?
So I think the direct benefits are in the form of the increased pay packages that you might secure. I think India is still realizing the potential of CFA. We have that countries such as America or UK which have completely realized the potential of CFA, wherein you get much higher packages as compared to what the average salary of a CFA charter holder in India. So yeah, but slowly and gradually people are realizing that they can specifically focus on portfolio management as well, which was not a too discovered field earlier. But yeah, the indirect benefits is the knowledge that you gain all along the process. The hard work that you put in and the efforts that you get, they are directly proportional in the case of CFA. So yeah, that's a particular thing, that the indirect benefits, the finance knowledge that you get, which might help you in other ways as well, because it is kind of necessary.
Right. एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन विच इज़ देयर एन आइडियल कैंडिडेट जिसको CFA करनी चाहिए, मतलब अगर व्हाट टाइप ऑफ स्टूडेंट यू नीड टू बी जिसके लिए CFA बहुत अच्छा होगा, एंड व्हाट टाइप ऑफ स्टूडेंट वन नीड्स टू बी जिसके लिए CFA माइट नॉट बी द वेरी बेस्ट डिसीजन?
I think it all depends on the interest. There are no certain qualities as such that you require, but yeah, if you have a particular interest in the field of finance, if you want to pursue it as a career option, so yeah, it is you are the best fit for CFA course. But if you are pursuing it under certain pressure or just because सब कर रहे हैं तो हम भी कर लेते हैं, तो it won't help you. So find what's your best fit. There might be other courses as well. अभी CFA का चल रहा है. There was a time when FRM was the booming one. Yeah, so you should kind of figure this out. You have time. If you are in the first year, you have time. You can take second year as well. You can start in second year as well. And there is adequate time. You can give the second level in third year, and before you graduate, you have already cleared 2 levels, and then in the first year after the graduation, you can get the third level cleared as well. So there is adequate time. You should, I think, give the first year to figuring out what you actually want to do.
राइट. एंड अगर मतलब कॉलेज में भी इफ़ यू डू नॉट हैव अ क्लियर इंटरेस्ट कि CFA करना है या नहीं, स्केप्टिकल हो, तो इवन आफ्टर गेटिंग इनटू जॉब आई थिंक मेनी कंपनीज ऑल्सो स्पॉन्सर योर CFA. तो अगर तब जाके you realize तो तब that's also a good time to actually build up your skills in the field of finance.
Yeah, I think the CFA course was built for this specific thing only, ki like you go into the job and refine your skills. But now I think they have shifted the focus from post graduation to with graduation, that you pursue the course with graduation.
Right. ठीक है. Any advice for future CFA L1 aspirants?
I think that aspirants should first find out whether they want to pursue CFA or not. What I have seen in my college as well is that students are going to pursue CFA because they want to keep themselves busy as such, because they think that if they pursue something, they will be kind of interested in that thing. But interest actually leads to interest should lead to the pursuance of that thing, not the other way around.
Right.
So I think you should find whether you are interested or not in that particular thing. And if you are interested, then you should go for the CFA exam, because level 1 might not be too difficult for you, because we kind of have students who are intelligent, they can clear the L1 exam, but the difficulty increases with each level, and you won't be able to take the full advantage of the CFA exam or CFA program as such if you're not fully interested or not fully invested in what they are actually teaching. So if you are interested in the field of finance, in the field of portfolio management, CFA actually focuses in the field of portfolio management. Like we have FRM for risk management, we have CFA for portfolio management. So if you are interested, then only you should actually go for that particular exam.
I think that's it for the video. Thank you so much, Pratham, for sharing your
Thank you.
insights. I feel this will help anyone who is looking to pursue CFA L1 in the coming years. And anything else, any questions, write them in the comments below. I'll tag his LinkedIn in the description box. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, bye-bye.
Thank you guys.
In me the demons call when they do what they do, and now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time